Hello, Stampin' friends, and welcome. I am excited to share part 2 of our Waterside Retreat suite with you this afternoon. Today, we are going to focus on the stamp set and dies. So, the relaxing Waterside bundle. So you are going to love this. I'm going to show you how we put that Adirondack chair together. And we're going to stamp this one here and make a couple cards. So it's going to be fun. Um, Grab yourself a glass of water, cup of coffee, or whatever your favorite drink is. And sit back and relax and join me for some creativity and fun. And this is Linda from Linda Stamp and Escape. So I'm glad to see you here. All right, we have eyes already and we are live. So we are just about ready to hit the road here. Or should I say the beach? There we go. Sharon is with us and Barb is with us. Welcome, ladies, and welcome everyone. So, again, Waterside Retreat Suite, and the focus this afternoon is the relaxing Waterside bundle. So here are the dies. So they come with the chair, which has actually two backs. You'll see a chair that goes with this one. And then we have a die to cut out this and the little one and the book and the birds. And it's a lot of fun. So it also has some cattails in, which I'll be using as well. So I'll show you how I did those up. So let's move this off to the side for now. Okay. And I have my base already. I shared the different designer papers this morning. So you can see this one close up. This guy here is ready for the inside. I just had to trim it here. So this is just a leftover little piece that I had from cutting. So I just tacked it on the inside. Keep trying to pick that up and there's nothing there. Okay. So let's just put that on the inside of our card. Again, this is an A2 side card, so it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4.25. And this here is a great way to use up your scraps and to decorate the inside of your card. So, all right. Oh, so as I said, we are going to focus on that little, and I put it away. I need my chair. So to create the chair, let's flip it this way for now so we can get these pieces in here, okay? I chose that back. And then you have the two little arm pieces, which are right here. And then your base. And this little guy actually die cuts with all this, but it pops out. So while we have that guy handy, we're just going to push him up here because I like to start with the base. All right. Glue works best. Oops. So I am going to grab my glue and just put a little piece down here. I should have got my little rubber piece there because that would be a lot nicer. In case I mess, I don't want to get it on the back of my card. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up a little closer. And where this little base part of the chair is, it's going to go right inside here. And then we are going to tip it back. All right. And then, now you can do this any way you want, but I found this the easiest way to tack that back on. So I'm going to fold these back just a bit, And I'm going to use this back little piece here to guide where my glue is going. So right where this little bar is where I'm going to put the glue on the back of my chair. So then we can just pop this up, push those together. And again, I wish I had my little silicone mat, but in a pinch, I have my dimensionals here. So I am going to just lay that on there. Push that down so it doesn't get all over here. It's just easier to see on the dark. So let's bring this up closer. Now I'm going to put this guy's leaking on me. Here, I'm going to get some tissue to kind of clean the extra off. But while it's on a roll, I'm just going to put a dot on each handle here and then one across here. And all that bottom one does is adds a little texture for you. So let's get that take your pick tool, and we're just going to pop this and we're going to set that right on top. There we go. Excellent. And then there, take these, and I got to make sure I get the top side. That's the one with most of the texture on it. And that's going to go on the arm. Again, this gives you added texture and dimension. So cute when it's all done and so easy to make. I'm going to do this one. Put him right there. The take your pick tool works so nice with just picking up them pieces and putting them right where you need them. So I'm going to lift this up. You can see it's a little sticky yet for me. And we'll let that dry. But so easy to put this little guy together. And he's so cute. And again, this has two different backs for it. So you can use either one. And I think you're going to just fall in love with them. The cute little chairs that you can use on all of your cards. There he is. And we'll just set him right over. Actually, I cut out some. There we go. Let's see how this looks. I had an extra piece of vellum cut, so I thought I would do that and see if that actually made it pop out a little more or not. Nope, I actually like it with the vellum on. But I think I'm going to pop it up from the vellum. Does that make sense? But also cut out some other little fun pieces that I thought we could add to our card. Add some extra color to it. Let's do it this way. Oh yeah, I like that, because then I can tuck it under there. And here, now he's sitting like a king, right? With all his fishing tools with him. All right. All we got to do is put this together. So let's get this flipped so we can get our dimensionals on there. You can see all my stickiness. And grab my pack of dimensionals here. We're going to use the little ones in here. And here, how's everybody doing? I see we got some more viewers. That's awesome. Welcome, ladies. This is kind of fun for the girls from retreat because now they get to see more things they can do with this. This was one of the featured sets, but we made more with the coastal than we did with this one, so you're gonna like it. I'm gonna go with the big ones. Put them right down here. And you can see that I'm layering it over the top of these two, and I do that to always make sure everything is stuck down tight. All right, I think that's all we need. Then I'm going to pop this on here so it's hanging over a little bit on the top and then some on the bottom. And that's going to guide me right where I can put my adhesive so it's hiding. Pretty cool, huh? So let's put this down. We'll bring that in just a little. Push that down. And now we're going to add our oars. So let's stick them there. I'm going to put a little one up here. And which one is sticking out? This one. So we're going to put one there as well. Oh, go this way. The other one I don't have to worry about because he's tucked under the chair. Did I pull the backs off? Have you ever been trying to stick your objects down and realized you never took the sticky back off of your dimensionals? Oh, I'm raising my hand. There we go. So now we got a little bit of that fun color over here. And I'm also going to tuck this under here. So I'm going to put the adhesive on the bottom. So it creates a little bit of a layered look. And I don't want that too much under the chair. So let's just tuck it under a little bit and then up like this. Cute, right? Oh, we're building a nice little card, quick and easy with these cute pieces. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, you know I love this, don't you? We got a lot of fisher people in our family. Men and women alike. We all like to fish. I like to fish. And I am going to put this right here. Yep, that looks good. And now we're going to stamp our greeting. And I couldn't decide whether I wanted my greeting in old olive or if I wanted it in the pecan pie, which is part of this. But I think I'm going to, Karen says often, I think I'm going to stick with the old olive and let this color shine by itself. That will draw your eye to those little pieces more if I don't put that greeting up there. Oh, and I got extra oars just in case. This one just says relax. Pop that right there. I just re-inked this one, so it's quite juicy. And now I'm going to flip this gently. Hope I don't mess that up. Grab my dimensionals back. And I'm going to pop this up. Get one there. And one here. There we go. And that greeting will lighten up just a little bit as it sits, as it soaks in. So, first card, quick and easy for a little fisherman. And when I'm done, I'm going to take my little glue thing or eraser and pick up some of them edges there. So isn't that cute? So easy to make too. And that chair, you guys are going to love building these, and they die cut really nice. So there we go with that one. Now our next one, I have to pull out my little paper here because we're going to stamp on this one. And then I am going to color it. So I'm not going to start and do the whole card like I did the first one. I will show you the finish, but I wanted to show you the coloring and how fun this chair is to work with. And I have a little sneak peek at an upcoming blog post. Okay. There we go. So I am taking my, where, Lord in heaven, I have the wrong colors up here. These are the colors for my, here he is. These are the colors for my cattails. I love cattails. Okay, so when you come to my classes, a lot of times I teach people to color with the bullet tip. And I do that because when you have a lot of people and you're sharing the markers, this tip is just the easiest to use, and it helps keep it from being damaged. So because the little tip here can get damaged, so I wanted to take this time to actually share with you how I use the brush tip. So we're going to use the brush tip to color mainly the entire piece, and then I'm going to use the bullet tip to darken up my areas. So we're going to start up here, and I am barely touching this because remember, these are alcohol markers, so they kind of suck the color into the paper. So barely touching, I am just going to pull my color down. And if there's white spots, that's okay too, because it does spread out a little bit. But you can make this quick and easy by just dragging, and I'm coloring from the side. So that whole tip base is kind of getting used and not even touching the tip. It's coloring with the side. And we're going to come in here and we're going to color the arms. Down here. And I'm staying away from the front of the chair yet because I'm coloring, as you can see, in the same direction. Now I'll come in and do these because I'm going back and forth, sideways as you please. And we're just going to come in like this. And I'm going to leave that center pretty light because that's where my light source is hitting it. So when the light sun shines on it and it shines here, it's going to hit here and it's going to be darkest here. And even though I left that white, this is where I go back over. And I'm going to start from the bottom now, and I'm going to work my way up by pulling the tip up. You have a lot more precise control with that bullet tip. That's another reason why I basically teach with that. And I'm going to go over it right at the bottom one more time. Now I'm going to pull the brush tip out once more, and I'm going to lightly go over, and we're going to blend those in. So the piece that tucks into the chair is going to be the darkest. And then I'm just going to add a little more color up on top. And then that centerpiece will be highlighted like this. And I don't need the bullet tip on this one because I don't want it that dark. I just want to add a little more color to the edge, but not too much. Now I'm going to finish off with this bullet tip, and we're going to go in there and find those pieces that will be more in the shadows. So that's where it's going to be darker. So this is behind, so that'll be dark. And then a nice tip is to always look at where Stampin' Up! Put their imagery, because you can focus on that as well. So we're going to come back in here. There's not a lot of light on that back leg, so we're going to just color that a little darker. Come back through here one more time and pick up that color. So see how easy you can get. I've used one marker, both different tips, and 2 different coloring techniques, just by pulling that color and then blending it and then leaving spaces light. You can get a really multicolored piece in one marker. Pretty cool, right? And this is the light pecan pie that I used, and I used the pecan pie to stamp it. So now we're going to die cut that. So I die cut this piece out, and then what I did, we're going to color our little guys here next. So I'm just going to leave them on here so I don't get that color all over. And I'm going to use that brush tip again. I don't know, this is kind of juicy one, but I'm going to bring that up in here, trying to get that light. And then I'm going to do my cattails, and I'm going to do them several times so they get darker. They're kind of sliding on this paper. So I'll come back and I'll do them again. The more times you go over them, the darker they'll get. And this is one of the natural colors, so you can use those too. I bought mine when they sold them as a pack of 10. I'm going nice and deep on one side and on the bottom to hold that there. Okay. Now, I made these really easy and not fussy, because the plant itself is not real defined. So I just came in here and I did a little coloring. And I came back again and just added a little color. You can just play. That's the fun of these. So you get a couple different colors, just layer, and blend. I have fun with these. I'm going to pull this up, pull that out. You can start with light or dark. It is your preference, how you like to come in there. I usually go light and then dark and then light again to make sure it's blended. But I didn't do that on this one, and it turned out just as nice. Blend that one just a little more. The more you play, the better you get. So if you're looking at purchasing these, I think you'll fall in love. Or if you already have them, pull them out. Get playing with them. Because you got cattails to color. I love these things. I love cattails. Okay, so now I got my chair made and I have my cattails made. And what I did is, in the last mini, they had some pastel shimmer paper. Actually, it was the one with the Easter stuff in it. So I pulled that out and I created a background. And then I also used the wave on both of these. I don't know if the wave is available anymore. I would have to check. I should have did that before I went live. But a lot of the embossing folders went on the last chance list. So if you guys love the waterfront And Monday, I'll be sharing rolling waves with you. Finally, yay. Um, so if you really like this one, I would grab that soon. And hopefully it's still available on the 5th if you guys are waiting to order with all the new stuff. And I get that. I get that. So there is that one. And the one we made first. So you can just see how I added my little cattails, and the chair is basically the focal point. The adventure continues. So I don't know if this is a retirement card for somebody. It could be. How fun would that be? And now this chair, and I'm doing a whole blog so I can show you step by step how to make this one. I made this one before retreat. This is my ode to Door County. So I'm going to share this with you now, and then I'll have a special post on how I created this card. So I love this one. Don't you love all the different color chairs? So you can just get as wild and crazy with this set as you want to. Yes, it's called Relaxing Waterside, but you can get a little crazy. You can have fun. And here are those embellishments that I have been giving away, shimmering dots. And I have another little strip to give away after our live here. So here's our cards for this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make the chairs. So I don't know, which chair do you like better? Do you like the stamped Adirondack chair, or do you like the die cut chair? So I like them both. So it's hard for me to vote. So tell me which one you like. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me anytime. And I will see you taking Sunday off, because I know a lot of you are busy on Sundays as well. So I will meet you back here Monday evening at 6:30 with the rolling waves. And oh my gosh, you guys are going to love that one too. It's all about the water this week, I think. So have a great evening, and I will see you soon. Thank you for joining me. Good night.